Okay, success. Audio still sucks though. Not much I can do about that. All right. I guess I'll sit here and be bored. Double mute this one. One, two, three. Wow. 6-second delay. Holy cow. All right. Hello, anyone just getting in here? Hello, everyone. Where is everybody? There's 6 people watching. Where are you all? Who's here? Hello. Gary Gammon, hello, hello, hello. How have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. This is the most scary question ever. Am I watching the election tomorrow? Yes. I don't know how I'm gonna watch the election, but I'll probably bounce in and out of other people's live streams and a little bit like bounce in and out of news streams. But yeah, I'll be watching it tomorrow. Fingers crossed your country doesn't mess up. How have I been? Up and down, okay, mostly. I have a really bad shoulder right now that's problematic. I went for surgery at the end of August for my heart thing, and I don't know if they messed up my shoulder or the recovery from that messed up my shoulder, but my shoulder is a severe mess right now. I can't put my hand all the way over my head. Like, that's about the most I can do. Like, I can't straighten it all the way out like I can this one. And this is my bad arm. Like, this one is my bad arm. I've got tendonitis in the shoulder, and I can put it over my head. But this one, even give myself a little bit extra room, I can almost get it there now, almost, but it's painful. And it's now that I've tried that, that's gonna suck for like the next 5 minutes. So yeah, it's from the heart standpoint, everything seems to be going fine. But from overall health, this shoulder is a problem. But how are you doing, Gary? How are you doing? I haven't seen you in quite a while. Ah. Where's everybody else here today? Everybody, let me know also, how does the audio sound? Like, I had my headphones on, testing it, and I would notice it would break in and out at certain points. But I mean, there's nothing I can unfortunately do about it, but I'd just like to know how everyone's hearing it. Yeah, I lost my headphones this week and have not been in a position to go look for new ones yet. Fingers crossed this upcoming week I will, because I do find them to be annoying, because like I also use them when I'm out of the house, because I'll be listening to music on my phone and now I can't. So yeah, it's a bit of a problem. Why are my glasses scratchy? I actually think this might be the end of these glasses. Might be time to move on to a new one. I have like 8 pairs of glasses back there I could change to. I buy them usually in bulk when I buy a bunch, because I know they won't last forever. These ones have been actually really good for a long time, but I think we're kind of getting to the last days of them. There's one minor scratch on it, like it's like a pinhole size scratch, but besides that, you know, it's fine. But I do feel like they're getting close to the end of their days. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? I don't do anything for Thanksgiving. I have no family that lives here. My closest family is on the East Coast. Like I know for an American, knowing Canadian geography, maybe not so much. Imagine I was in Seattle and my family is in Buffalo. Like that's the equivalent. So I don't really do anything for Thanksgiving. Once in a while, maybe I'll go like to a friend's place if they're not doing anything. But most of the time, I just be bored. Yeah, I think I remember you telling me a long time ago you were going to London. Good to hear. Good to hear. Have fun. Um, yeah, that's always good to try some new things, eh? Good evening. Having eye problems right now. So am I actually. So I won't really be able to chat, but we'll listen in for a bit before the episode. Yeah, my eyes are not good today. I've wiped them out like 3 or 4 times, hoping they get better, and they're not great right now. Like they're good enough to watch an episode, and I can more or less read the chat, but they're not great. And it's the first time I've really had this in a few months. Like I have obviously, a long-term eye condition, and it does come and go, and it does seem to get worse when weather changes. Like I notice it in the fall and I notice it in the spring when it starts to cool off and when it starts to warm up. I kind of have this problem with them for a little bit. Today is the first time in a while that it's been a nuisance. Have you been working a lot lately? Not at all. It has been very slow. There's not much going on here. Most of the shows we have here right now, or movies that we have here, aren't really that. I mean, first of all, they're not really filling downtown much. But on top of that, like they're not really big draws. Like I don't think there's much of a fan base for Tracker, or what else do we even have here right now? Like I'm kind of out of the loop on what we even have in town, right? It's just kind of that thing where when you're not seeing it every day, you kind of just stop paying attention to what's around. Let's see. Percy Jackson. I mean, if Percy Jackson were filming around, I'd probably make the effort. Although the last time they were downtown, I didn't even notice. I don't know what this production is, but I remember it's something. They're wrapped. Wild Cards is filming. Watson is almost done. Tracker is here. Thunderman Undercover. I don't even know what that is. The Irrational just wrapped. The Hunting Party has like 2 weeks left. Sight Unseen has 2 weeks left. Resident Alien doesn't start for another month. Fire Country is here, but again, kind of like Tracker, not really a audience for it. And Allegiance has about a month left, and we, have some TV movies of the week and stuff like that. So, not a lot going on right now in that aspect. Do you talk to Paige and Eric or Ben much? Not very often. I'll go by Eric's stream once in a while. But he hasn't contacted me in months to be on, like, long time to be on stream. I haven't talked to Paige probably in over a year. Ben is probably kind of getting close to that same length. Like, I can't remember the last time I talked to Ben. Just now that there's nothing really filming here, they don't contact me nearly as often. Last time I had a message with Ben was in June. And yeah. I was actually on his stream in June. That was the last time I was on Ben's stream. And Eric was September of last year. I haven't been on his stream in 12 and a half months. Yeah. No, 13 and a half months. 13 and a half months I haven't been on Eric's stream. We've talked a couple of times since then, but even that, not a lot. Yeah. So once in a while I, chat with them here or there, but very rarely. Now there's not much filming here. They kind of just don't really speak to me that much. Got 12 minutes to showtime. Fingers crossed that everything goes well. Do you think I should have kids? You asked me that for Gary. I don't know. That is a decision for you to make. Here's my thought process on it. I don't think most people that have kids should have kids. I think the world is terribly overpopulated. I think most people financially aren't in a position to really like take care of a kid very well. Like, they can get by, but you shouldn't be offering a kid that getting by. Like, for the most part, I say people shouldn't be having kids unless they're really well off financially. But it's not going to stop people from having them. That's a decision you got to make. All right. Where's everyone else here today? Everybody out standing in line waiting to vote tomorrow? Like, where is everyone? How's the audio, by the way? I still haven't heard from anyone. How does the audio sound? I heard it on my end when I was before I started the stream, and it sounded choppy and tough to hear at times, but I don't know how everybody else hears it. Like, can someone just give me a heads up on that? And Kyle will come back anymore? Yes, I do. He will be back at least one more episode. Hi, Tyler. Welcome. Yeah, Gary. I mean, if you want spoilers, Gary, you can always go to my blog and see who I saw for the last 4 episodes. But if you don't want spoilers, I guess don't go there.
I have photos on my website from episode 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you can get some idea of some of the people that are back for some of the scenes if you go there. People are probably busy watching the news about the election. Well, that's not till tomorrow. Not much you can do about it today. All right, I'm going to put the link to my blog. Superman Lois. Got the episodes 7 through 10 step photos and older step photos. How's my day? Okay. I didn't wake up until like noon. I was saying a little while ago before you got here, my vision's been a little meh today. Like I'm sure you can see like in this eye, like I have like a bit of a vision issue, and I've actually got it in both eyes, but it's just like obviously worse in this one because of the fact that it's the one that hit first. But so during the fall and the spring, I'll go through these little weird times where my vision will not be 100%. Audio sounds fine. Good to hear. Good to hear. So my vision will not be 100% sometimes. This is the first day in a long time, like several months that I've had that it hasn't been very good. So kind of feel like, the weather changing, it's finally catching up, and I'm just having one of those days where it's not 100%. I mean, still good enough right now to read things and obviously to watch a show, but it's not sharp. Like, if I sit here, yeah, I can still read it from here, which, I mean, it's a bit of a strain, but if I stare at it for a couple seconds, I can make out what things say. But usually it's just a little bit sharper usually than it is right now. To be honest, I don't know who's the best option for president. Well, there is a worse option, and then there's another option. This is the same battle we've had for the last 3 elections. There is horrible option, and then there is not as horrible as him option. So, that's what we've been dealing with. I mean, there's a lot of streamers, they like to try and tiptoe around the politics of things because they don't want to offend anyone. But I think we all know I'm not the type of person that gives a shit if I offend anyone. So I'll just say it. Anyone voting for Donald Trump is making a mistake. Plain and simple, He's a danger to society. He's a danger to freedom. He's a danger to everything. There's only one person Donald Trump wants to impress, and that is Donald Trump. He does care about other people. Those people are Vladimir Putin and other dictators. Those are the only people he wants to impress. The only person that matters to him is him. He doesn't even care about his own family. So you can disagree all you want with a policy here, a policy there, for whatever Kamala is running on. Fine. You're never going to find a candidate that's 100% of the same mindset as you. It is just so improbable you're ever going to find someone that lines up 100% with everything you believe. But you can definitely pick between someone that you disagree with a little bit and someone that you know is a danger, I agree with you, but I don't agree with you, but respect your opinion. You're allowed to disagree, Gary. You're allowed to disagree. I know you're from Texas, so I know you've been getting fed the Kool-Aid, and it is what it is. Yeah, so like I said before, there's a lot of streamers, they're afraid to give their opinion because they're afraid to upset, insert people here. I'm not that person. I will happily tell you my opinion on a matter, and if someone unfollows me over it, not a big deal. thousands of people unfollow me every year over something I do. But we got 4 minutes to the episode, guys. We're in the final countdown. Could it be tiredness for my vision? Not really, no. I had a decent 8 hours sleep. No, this happens every year around fall and spring. Just whatever my eye condition is, adjusting to the change in temperature and weather just seems to do something to it. So it is what it is. Yeah. And it's funny because it'll because of the fact that it's not continual and there's large gaps in between it, I always get naive and think like, oh, I haven't had that problem in a while. I'm fine. And then eventually it starts to change again, right? Like, I don't know the last time I felt this way. I mean, it's definitely been several months. It might have been in the spring, might have even been last fall. Like, it's been a while, but yeah, it happens every year around the same time. I think it's a little later than usual this year. I think usually I'd be starting to feel it like in October, maybe even like late September. But yeah, not much I can do about it. It just is how it is. All right, we are about 2 minutes away. I should actually open up the page so I can see it. TV guide. Oh, actually, I want live TV. Although I think clicking on either of them will do the same thing. I am set up to watch. Oh, I forgot volume. Oh. Hey, an ad for Kamala Harris right away. Been watching for 5 seconds, and I saw part of a Superman and Lois ad and a Kamala Harris ad. Putting away now for the show. Have a good one, Lionel. I will see you later. Perhaps. I'm gonna try and set my screen up. Damn, that doesn't do what I wanted. Damn, this doesn't do what I wanted it to do. All right. It is time. You are correct, Tyler. I mean, not time for me. Mine's always on like a 1 minute delay. Trying to find the best setup here. I wanted to do it one way, but it won't work that way. There we go. All right. Show is on. We got some push-ups, some boxing, sharpening a knife. Looks like Lex is getting ready to rumble. What were all those letters he's burning? Is that from his daughter? Yeah, it is. Oh boy. He's letting go of everything. There's nothing holding him back now. Hey, Dee Marie, how you doing? See you here, stopping in to like, thumbs up, have a good stream. Thank you. Have a good one. Action Reverse Flash, be good friends. They're name dropping Milton a lot in the last few episodes. When will we finally see him? Nothing holding Lex back now. Can't afford actors like that, but Smallville looks really empty. Fair enough, yeah. I mean, Kansas isn't a very populated place anyway. Who is Emily? Damn, Lex is getting crazy. All right, first commercial break. Whee! Lex going off the deep end. You'd never be a hero. I would have gotten rid of Lex already. Yeah, right. Um, I am probably almost of the same mindset. I think I would be at least of the mindset of I would give the law a chance the first time, but once they fail, because with someone of that much power, they're almost going to always fail. Then I would just deal with it my way. Because, like, there's a point where you just look at it and you're like, okay, prison's not going to change him. We can't really enforce laws on this guy. So you have to, look at other options. But yeah, it's he is definitely got nothing holding him back anymore. Before it used to be the hope of getting Elizabeth back, but he's not with that anymore. So nothing's holding him back. What's Yvonne Chapman's character's name again? Amanda? I want to say Amanda. I mean, maybe she can control him a little bit, but even that is at best a maybe. He's more unhinged. Oh yeah. That was the word I used a couple of minutes ago. I said unhinged. Yeah. I mean, Lex is always supposed to be a evil, crazy guy anyway, but we might see him. He might do some stuff. I don't know how else to. I don't know how else to put that right now. Um, Wonder if he hates his daughter or is he just upset at the decision she burned. He burned her picture. Yeah, yeah. I don't know either. I will have to find out. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see as the episode goes on. Oh my god. I wonder. I wonder if that's going to get through to her before the season ends. Oh, it's that girl from the last episode. Wonder if that girl is going to have more of an important role this season. I mean, we've now seen her 2 episodes in a row. Hmm. Oh my god, does everybody in town know? Oh my god. Jordan should do it since he's not being a hero anymore. He can't though. Everybody in town knows. Everybody in town knows. Oh, everybody in town knows. Everybody. The cows probably know. There's there's like baby children that were born this week that already know. Oh man. Yeah, as far as the Jordan thing, I mean, he knows Jordan knows he has powers, so it would be dishonest to play against people that don't have powers, you know. So I think he wouldn't do it for that reason. I mean, I'd hope he wouldn't. We got a few returning characters this episode, though. Eh? We got the coach back. We got that girl that was in the last episode, who no one knows the name of, back. And we got Sarah and her mom back. Mayor. Yeah, they're balancing it out. You know, they're keeping everybody a little bit in around each episode. And he did do it in season one when he had powers. Did he know he had powers in season one when he did? I can't remember that. Well, I'm not this VOG one. Scratch my back and use a back scratcher. And I foolishly brought this arm up too far over my back, and now it hurts. Yeah, he knew he had powers in season one, but he wasn't as powerful as he is now. You're right. I do remember now. I mean, so a little dishonest. That being said, I mean, what teenage kid, if they knew they had powers, wouldn't try taking advantage of them? Come on. Teenagers aren't great at making moral decisions. But would he do it now? Now that he's had some time to grow up a little bit. Also, with Jonathan working in the fire department and all that, I didn't even know they were still in high school. Like I can't remember the last time I saw them doing a high school scene. I just assumed they had graduated. But it makes sense. We haven't actually seen like a graduation. I don't know. Are we back? Yeah. Was he was get back at the kid? Yeah, yeah. I said, oh, joining? I don't know. Yeah, I thought they were cool too. Good job. Yeah, same. He's gonna do something terrible. I mean, let's be honest. If Superman tells you he doesn't want you to do something, you're probably gonna listen. Imagine he burns her farm down. I could see him doing something like that. I really can. I can see him doing something very petty. And I'm sure he will. I am sure he's going to do something that is going to push people to feel intimidated. But I don't know what that'll be yet. Oh, shut up, Old Navy. There's a Christmas ad on Old Navy. It's November 4th, dude. No. He's got nothing to lose at this point. Yeah, exactly. He is very dangerous all of a sudden. Like, he's always been dangerous, but the level has amplified like fivefold. So they're playing with a live shark right now in his waters. Like, he's already a dangerous person, and now he has nothing holding him back. Like, his daughter is no longer a support beam, and yeah, Old Navy is CG's big bad. Nah, there's bigger bads than them. Several of the things in my wardrobe are from Old Navy, but I am mad at them for having a Christmas commercial in October or November 4th. Spoiler alert: Jordan got rid of his powers at the fortress. That'd be pretty funny. Oh man, I need to do something with my shoulder. Can't go to physio because they want $65 a session. Oh, I'm gonna figure something out. So weird watching the CW and not seeing ads for other Arrowverse shows on the regular. So weird. I don't think Jordan would ever willingly give up his powers. Nah, neither do I. Anyone else find it weird watching an episode of a Arrowverse show and not seeing any other ads for anything else? It feels weird. You back already? Not fast. They're having the start of a falling out. Being assistant or girlfriend? I'm confused.
I think assistant, but maybe she had feelings for him. I don't know.
Hmm. Amanda, you're treading on some dangerous water there. Jordan lost his powers. Is that really? I don't know what you mean.
This is how they're going to write Sarah out? Oh my fucking god, you're on timeout. Yeah, but he's a teenager. It's easy to feel that.
How does Jonathan not hear that even when he's asleep? Oh, nice one, Sarah. Oh, I find it funny when Jordan was doing saves, they got mad at him because they saw him, but Jonathan is doing the same thing and he doesn't get punished. Uh, I mean, to be honest, not tiptoeing around the topic, Jonathan is more skilled. Like, he is a natural athlete. Jordan wasn't. And Jordan was doing it pretty clumsily. Um, and they still were telling Jonathan, like, hey, you got to slow down or else you're going to make mistakes. I was about to say, are they going to kill off Lana? Well, no, they're not. I mean, part of the unfortunate side effect of my job is, I obviously know certain things. With the exception of General Lane, who is already dead, there is no character that was a regular in the past that I did not see at least once in the final 4 episodes of filming. So, oh, actually, no, that's a lie. There's 2 characters. 2 characters. I can tell the future, yeah. There are 2 characters that I did not see during the final 4 weeks of filming. Obviously, I'm not gonna. I mean, you can go to my site and see who they are, but yeah, there's 2 characters. Everybody else shows up at least once in the final 4 episodes, so there's not a lot of surprise to me. What are we at? 42 minutes, another 18 minutes to go. Are we already back? Nope, we're not. Maybe Jordan will start saving again this episode? I don't know. I was really surprised when Lana screamed out for Sarah that Jonathan, even asleep, didn't hear that. That's kind of weird. Or Jordan, either or. Kind of a weird one for me. Oh yeah, fair enough. So Jordan has an excuse. I did forget about that. But Jonathan was just sleeping, and I would assume even sleeping that would get triggered in some way. I don't know. Yes, maybe not. I'm actually surprised. This is only the third political ad I've seen the whole episode. Now we're back. I mean, Sarah did hit him in the face with a baseball bat, so yeah. Yeah, she hit him the first time, and he went down, and then she just like swung for the fences and clocked him right across the face. Yeah, Clark did have that. Looks like he's going to do something. Look on his face. You're telling me no one else in town heard that?
He's not going to do it. He's not going to. Whoa. Whoa. I was not expecting this. Ooh. I'm surprised one of the boys hasn't intervened yet. Yeah, so what about the lights, though? 3 against 1, they can take them. Okay, that was unexpected. I was not expecting that. All right. Clark did his thing, though, I gotta admit. What thing? What thing did he do? Clark's doing really good without powers. Yeah, I mean, he's not unfit, right? Like, yeah, Lex might be physically a bigger guy, but not like Clark is unfit. So Clark had turned into Bully Oakland. I don't understand what that means. Holy cow. They did a great job of lighting and everything on that scene. The use of the rain machine. Usually I kind of roll my eyes at the amount of rain machines make for scenes. I think this one, it really worked. It is a little weird that it just came out of nowhere, though. Like, he walked into town perfectly dry, and all of a sudden it just started pouring rain at that exact moment. It's a little TV timing magic that, we always see happen. But, yeah. Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. I've got 7 minutes left, so we'll have like one more round of scenes. I wonder what we'll see.
I mean, that's not the end of Lex Luthor. So what's he gonna do? Is he gonna leave town and come back with some other big plan? They didn't say kryptonite and other things don't work on Jordan and Jonathan like they do on Clark. Yeah, I also thought that same thing. I thought because he has a human heart, maybe it wouldn't impact him nearly as much. And same with the kids. Like the kids are half human. You know. Okay. Okay. Oh, internet, what are you doing? Come on. Come on. My internet just like froze right up. I'm gonna have to rewatch like the last 4 minutes. That's exactly the thought I was just having, Tyler. Where's the other daughter in their house during this whole thing? No. Something big. Wow, he got tuned up good. Oh boy. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that one. That's not happening. Everybody knows. All right. That is the episode in the books. All right. What's everyone think? I am really impressed with the episode. Hey, Eddie, how are you doing? Welcome. That was a really good episode. I agree. It's crazy because we didn't have any actual Superman in the episode, I don't think. And still, like, really good episode. Hold on one sec, guys. I'm just sending out the notice that I am talking about it now. Where were we? That episode was really good. Yep. That episode was so good and intense. My goodness. Yes, yes, it was. I mean, he's lucky the whole world doesn't know his secret. It's getting there. Lois wasn't playing around, especially when it came to his friend. Yeah, and I like when they did that scene in Lana's house, and you see the look on Clark's face. He doesn't portray like I'm about to go snap some necks, but he portrays enough that you see that he's about to be mad and go do something. Like there was this look on Tyler's face. I couldn't recreate it in the moment, but like there's just that look, enough of a look that you're just kind of like, he's thinking of going and fucking someone up. Like it was so well done. You know, kudos to Tyler for pulling off that like moment. I mean, if we count Clark beating up on Luthor, that's Superman enough. Yeah, but he wasn't in the official cave. Great episode. Love the mano a mano fight between Lex and Clark. That was a great fight. Especially considering, he's got no powers at the moment in that scene. I think they did an excellent job with I usually hate dark scenes. I usually hate them, but I think in this case it worked excellent. I think that combined with the sudden rain that they had that magically came just when it was needed, and the overall fight. No one dominated the fight. Clark won the fight in the end, but Lex had his moments where he got his shots in. Both of them left there bruised and beaten up. Yeah, excellent job all around. Whoever choreographed that, whoever designed the idea of where to shoot it, all that stuff. Excellent job. Honestly, in the moment, I thought he was going to do something stupid. Well, I mean, it almost was something stupid. I mean, he could have went there and got killed, because it's not like he dominated the fight, right? There was a couple moments where Lex had enough of an upper hand that maybe he could have killed him. What I like about this episode is seeing how far Clark would go to protect the ones that he loves. Tyler is my favorite Superman. He's come so far since he debuted. Yeah, and I felt that was kind of that thing too. It wasn't like Lex went and harassed the lady who turned down the money. He went after Lana, and that was the tipping point for Clark, right? I actually thought one of the boys might go and do something because of the fact that Sarah was in trouble. I thought that might be where it went. But when I saw that look on Clark's face when he was in their house, I'm just like, he's about to go kick some buddy's ass, and of course Lex had a checkmate move in his pocket with the lights. He knew what was coming. That wasn't a surprise to him. He knew what was about to happen because of course he did. I don't see John Cryer's Lex ever trying that, even with Clark depowered. Cryer's Lex would still want power suit. Yeah, Cryer's Lex is more scheming, but he doesn't have the intimidation factor that Cudlett's Lex has. I'm glad they're showing even without Clark, without powers, Clark can still do something. Yeah, like I said a few minutes ago. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said a few minutes ago, I mean, it's not like Tyler Hoechlin is like a skinny, scrawny dude. I mean, he's still fit. He has still got a fit body and can handle himself in a situation. This was all about depowering the Superman side of him, but this isn't taking away the Clark Kent built, fit built part of him, right? Just love how brutal Michael Cudlett's Lex is compared to other versions. It's so different, which makes it great. It really is. He is someone that you look at and you're just kind of like, I can see him absolutely getting into a fist fight with someone and not needing gadgets to do it, just going and kicking the shit out of somebody. He has got a menacing look to him as opposed to the other ones, right? Since Lex stitched himself up after the fight, I was like, ouch, but he had it coming. You can't piss off Superman and get away with it. Right, yeah. And that was interesting that last scene with his sidekick, Amanda, and she's like, I choose you. And then she's telling him, you went about it the wrong way. She's like, you need a super suit. It is a little surprising that Lex didn't think of that on his own. A little surprising. Yeah. I know Clark wasn't going to do it, but I wanted Clark to kill him just like Lex did to him, and Lois should understand if he did it. I think everybody in his family would have understood, but he's above doing that, right? So we weren't going to get that. What are your thoughts on the Penguin? Never watched it. Haven't watched a single second of it.
John Cryer's Lex is probably one of my favorite because he is always fun to watch. Oh, he is fun, but he can't intimidate you the way that this Lex does, right? Michael Cudlitz just carries himself in a different way, and that comes across very well in the material they're given to do and his overall look, right? I guess the heart Luther destroyed was actually Clark's because he never brought it up again, at least for now. I still don't believe it is. It just seems like such a random thing that came out of nowhere. Yeah, I don't know. I still kind of don't believe that was his. But yeah, tonight's episode, super solid. I'm giving it, I think I'm giving it a 9. We saw a lot of things in here. We obviously, the big fight scene is going to be most of what people talk about, but you know, we got to see some development with Sarah's character moving away eventually. It'll be an off-screen move. We're not gonna see her packing boxes and leaving next episode. She'll just move away off screen. We get to see Jordan learning that maybe he needs to be a little more involved. We got to see Jonathan learning maybe he needs to slow down a little bit. We got to see Clark being a badass. We got to see Lana being a badass when she stood up to Lex. There was a lot of little things in this episode that were great individual moments. We had our version of Lex Smallville version, Rosenbaum, Cryer, and now Cudlitz, his version of Lex. I'm very impressed by his performance. Very different take and more sinister too. The sinisterness. Yeah, I had the word right the first time. I think is there with all of them. It's just his presence visually is more intimidating. So, yeah, his sinisterness comes across as more physically intimidating sinister, as opposed to them who is more of a technical sinister, a planning sinister. All three of them, have the Lex technical aspects, but Cudlitz's comes across with a more physically imposing look with it too. Let's be honest. John Cryer walks up to you with all the lines that Lex in this episode, or that Cudlitz displayed in this episode. You're not feeling as intimidated, right? He can say the exact same things, and it won't come across the same. I guess Lex expected that he could go about destroying the family in a different way without fighting himself. Oh no, I think he clearly thought he was going to have to fight Clark. He had those lights set up for a reason, right? He knew that was coming. He probably thought Lana would die and and Clark would come after him angrily. He probably expected that Clark was coming for him. Really curious how they are going to resolve the Lex story. He's going to end up in prison. They hinted at it so many times in this episode. He has to end up in prison. They're not going to kill him. We already know Lex gets the steel suit, but it would be nice if he made his own suit. Maybe he does make his own suit. We don't know. Maybe he ends up making his own suit. Yeah. Sending him back to jail doesn't seem enough. And they can't repeat how Supergirl resolved things with Lex where he's sent to the Phantom Zone because it's repeat. I think he's going to end up in jail, though. They have repeated that agenda so many times that it would be uneventful if it's not paid off, right? Got to remember the show is Superman and Lois. It is not Superman.
Lois needs her own thing, and putting Lex away for good is that, and it overlaps with Clark's desires. Clark might be angry at him in a moment and have rage, but he doesn't actually want to kill him. You know, I'm surprised John actually wanted Jordan to go back and be a hero again, because I thought he wanted his own shine. I don't know about that. Jonathan said he went to the fortress to do his training. I wonder if the boys will get their suits since the season is coming down to the end. Maybe. I mean, we probably won't know until the final episode. Maybe. It does seem a little weird for a show that's on such a tight budget to make 2 new super suits for 4 or less episodes. Like, it just seems weird. There's no Phantom Zone on Superman and Lois, and showrunners confirmed they didn't have time to introduce it. Okay. I thought the end scene with Sarah and the boys was sweet. Yeah. I had a good smile at that. Like, it would be pretty cool if you just had a friend that, on a moment's notice, can take you anywhere in the world that you want to go check out, right? I am weirded out by one thing, though. I don't know the science about it. Like, do they have a magic bubble that goes around him? Because them flying at that speed, she is going to be taking air intake and bugs and all the other things into her body that would harm her going at that speed. Like, I don't understand the science behind that. Even though we figured out that Sarah wanted to leave Smallville, I'm still a little confused why she was mad at Jordan. Yeah, I'm a little weirded out by that scene too. Minor, very minor, weird nitpick in what's a very solid episode. I mean, Allegra and Cecile got their suits in the last season, and we saw how that went. But that was back in the day. That's what, 2 years ago now? Seems like. Budgets were a lot tighter this time around. Like, Superman or the Flash had their budget cut too, but they had their budget cut from a different time and era than the budgets that are being cut now. Lois, it's badass in that fight scene when that dude broke in her home and Sarah with the bat. I was like, oh damn, she takes after him up. Yeah, that was a great scene. Like, I didn't know where I knew what the final end was gonna be, in the sense of, like, there was gonna be some confrontation in the house. When she got up and started walking around the house, I knew we were gonna get to someone's in the house, blah, 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 blah. I didn't expect the gas thing. I thought that was kind of an interesting thing. And then Sarah coming to the rescue, I didn't expect that. I thought one of the boys was going to come and be the one to save, or, something like that. But instead, Sarah was stepping up and clocking him twice. Like, the first one, puts him down a little bit, but that second one, she clocked him hard. And yeah, good for her. The boys might kill off Sarah early. Oops. Show up in Greece and they're just like, Sarah, you okay? Sarah? Hello, Sarah? My favorite scene that was funny when Clark worried about his gray hair. Yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of that part of the storyline. It was when Lois mentioned it the first time, like, I think last episode. It was a cute little, funny moment. Or no, it was this episode. Like, cute little funny moment for 2 seconds. When he's looking in the mirror and she's like, quit worrying about your hair. But I didn't need any more follow-up after that. I didn't need another scene with that. Going to the bathroom, dyeing his hair. Yeah. Whatever happened with that lady that was with General Lane? Why didn't they just question Why didn't they just question her? I guess he meant. They're looking for her. She's in hiding. They said that at the start of the episode. They're like, if she ever comes out of hiding, we'll question her. I thought the Clark Paradise stuff was funny too. Really? Yeah. I didn't as much. I didn't care. I didn't think that scene was that important, necessary, kind of whatever. It's just, it was a wasted scene filling screen time. I don't know. But yeah. How's everyone else feel about tonight's episode? What's your rating? We'll wrap this up in the next few minutes. So let's put the old message in there that everyone's waiting for. Any comments that come in after this message that are not super chats may not get answered due to time. ... And ... SEND ... enter. All right, there we go. That's what we got. I think that might have something to do with him having General Lane's heart. I wonder if the serum he took is wearing off. What do you mean, the going gray part? Yeah, I think having a human heart has something to do with that thing, right? Yeah. It was funny when they brought up the gray hair early, but it started getting repetitive. That's what I felt too. The first time, I'm like, oh, that's a funny little moment. But then they went back to it like 2 more times. Giving it an 8.5. The few nitpicks I have, bring it down just a little bit. Fair enough. But Eddie gives it a 9. Tyler gives it an 8.5. Going to cut out and dinner. Fair enough, Lionel, because I'm wrapping up in like a minute, so your timing is fine. Especially that fight scene in the rain. That fight scene in the rain was great. I really like that scene. And I think with that, we shall call this. This episode was a solid, very good episode. And I am really curious to see where we go with this, because Lex is so off the rails, so unhinged. Nothing's holding him back now. And he's got Amanda's support. And she's scheming with him now. What are we going to see next episode? I can tell you there's a couple of returning characters next episode. I mean, if you've seen my set report photos, you already know who it is. So yeah, but we'll see. And I think that's it. And then I just realized they never brought up the coach thing back up again. They don't need to. Both of the boys are going to say no, right? But that's it. All right. Have a good one. We'll see each other next week. Maybe I do a random live stream between now and then, but I keep thinking I'll do one and then I never do. So don't count on it. But Mondays looks like I'm locked in here until the end of the series. So we'll see you again. Have a good one. And bye for now.